Namaste and a very good evening to the 262nd episode of Gyan Pravah. And today we have, as Dr. Sunita Tandulwadkar, our president, had chose the theme of Ek Rashtra, Ek Mission, Swasth Nari, Samruddha Vatan. Similarly, we have the Assistant Director General of the Eastern Board of the Coast Guard, and the Coast Guard's motto is Vihayam Rakshasmaha. That means we protect. So, as guardians of the nation, they protect the borders of the waters. And as guardians of women's health, we, the obstetricians and gynecologists of Fogsi, are protecting the women's health. And rightly in this way, Dr. Sunita ji, our president, is leading the force to see that our women are heading towards a healthy future and a healthy generation. And here today, I would just like to introduce Dr. Sunita in a very different way. No, madam, I just a minute is going to be. So Sunita, I would say, stands for. We all know what she's doing in her professional work, but let's see what's her personal side. She's smart. She's unstoppable. Never say die personality. She's an inspiration to each one of us. She is talented, I would say multi talented, and an amazing personality. That is Dr. Sunita for you. So it's indeed a great pleasure to have Dr. Sunita and the guest, Assistant Director Donnie Michael, is the in charge of the Eastern Board of the Coast Guard of India. So, what is this Coast Guard? Coast Guard is an additional security force which guards the waters across all the borders of our country. So he has been in the Coast Guard since 1991 and risen from the lower rank to the highest rank in the Indian Coast Guard. He is the flag officer and has commanded every class of Coast Guard ship, including inshore patrol vessels, fast patrol vessels. His distinguished sea commands include ICGS Sarang and ICGS Samudra Prahari. The flag officer is an alumnus of the prestigious World Maritime University of Sweden, and he has an LLM degree from Delhi University. The officer formed part of the Indian delegation to the Permanent Court of Arbitration at Hague, Netherlands, to protect India's interest in the Enrica Lexia Italian case along the coast of Mangalore. His unwavering commitment to service has been recognized through Director General Indian Coast and Commander Coast Guard West recommendations, and the flag officer has spearheaded the critical service initiatives as Deputy Director General and Deputy Director General at Coast Guard Headquarters, New Delhi. And during his tenure as Commander Coast Guard from 23rd, he has been part of the eastern region and witnessed accelerated infrastructure growth, such as inauguration of the new state-of-art maritime rescue coordination center. The flag officer's immense contributions to Indian Coast Guard has been duly acknowledged with the award of the President Tat Rakshak Medal for Distinguished Services in August 2024 and the Tat Rakshak Medal of Gallantry in January 14th for saving 15 crew from a burning container off the coast of Mumbai. So I would indeed, it is an honor to have such an eminent person on this platform of Gyan Pravah. Now I would like Dr. Sunita Madam to kindly say a few words, and I request the technical team to kindly assist Donnie Michael in joining. He's having an issue.
Thank you, Kasturi. It is one of the most, different podcast, I will say. This will be having, see, we never heard about that they can control the water and all things. So the control of water from the borders of India, there is a different task force. It's beautiful to understand. And as you rightly said, we are taking care of women health, and probably he's taking care of our all India, because supporting and protecting water is the most important thing. I know, Kasturi, you are Bharti, you are little restless, but don't worry. because he is on the different position at different side. The connectivity will always be a problem. But I really admire your vision of thinking of him to come on the podcast series of it. So, what was his answer, Bharti?
Passcode. I request the
Yeah.
technical team to send the passcode because they generally don't use Zoom, it seems. So
That's
they're
okay.
asking for a passcode.
Meeting ID and passcode they can send.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Bharti, what are your thought processes over this?
Well,
Uh, what they must be doing here? Water pollution at the coastal area is very difficult for us even to think of. So you must have had a dialogue with him. And what is the way you want to take this interview with?
yeah. So mainly, madam, Indian Coast Guard, as you said, is very unfamiliar to most of us. And to tell you frankly, he is personally related to me. He happens to be married to my cousin, and I have seen him rise from the ranks of an ordinary officer as a young boy 30 years back, and now he is the Assistant Director General. And when I went for the Vizag Star Fogsi conference, I was his guest, and he took me around his campus, took me around their offices, and I was amazed at that was the time when the Indo-Pak high tension was going on, and there was a lot of security, and there they were trying we were seeing the what the vibrations in the whole coast guard about how tense they were, that at any time they may receive a call to assist the navy. So, as I started reading about it, in 1977, the Indian Coast Guard was launched as an accessory wing of the Indian Police Force to
Navy.
to look after the borders and to assist the navy, because the navy comes under the
Yeah.
defense, and Indian Coast Guard is an accessory
Yeah.
of not the defense forces, but it comes under the government of India, and they have the long coastline of India all along from the east to the west. And we all know that this coastline of India has been so strategic. And we have seen the Mumbai 2611 blasts. We have seen the immigration of the Tamil Elams from the Sri Lankan coast, and a lot of drug smuggling, smuggling of various contraband is occurring on these shores. And fishermen in our country contribute to a huge economy in the country. And the rights and the safety of the fishermen are protected by the Indian Coast Guard. So they know where the fishermen
Oh, that's a
are going.
beautiful thing, na?
Yes, so they monitor them. If anybody is in distress, they go and help them out. They have their huge ships with helicopters and all the radars and all the drones on that. So they go and pick up those fishermen in distress, and they are able to bring them back to safety. Similarly, when we have cargo ships, I would like the team to say if they're sending them the passcode. I'm sorry about this.
The
Yeah, this
team,
is
have you
nine.
sent
One
them
minute.
a meeting ID and
Yes, yes,
password?
madam, it
Yes,
is there.
ma'am. Yes,
I'm just
ma'am.
sending it. I'm
I
so
have
sorry.
sent. Yes.
Okay, at the background,
941
help him to join. But that's a
714.
interesting. That is interesting, Bharti,
Yes,
to know how. See, so it is not only the navy, it is not only assisting them and all, but they are safeguarding even our fishermen,
yes, madam.
who are so valuable to our country.
Yeah.
As you said, our economic growth.
Mm.
So and rising from a bottom. It looks like, Narendra Modi in the RSS. He has worked. I have
Yes.
seen his videos and all, where in those shots he used to clean the for Atal Bajpayee's
The rooms, the meeting rooms.
meeting rooms. He used to be there to clean them, to put the chairs and everything. But I think sometimes when anyone in any field they grow from the bottom to the highest level, that's a different ball game only. They understand the functioning of each and everyone. So I'm sure this podcast will be very, very interesting,
Yes, madam.
and
I'm
he will
just
be.
sending him the passcode. I think once he gets the passcode, he will be able to enter. I've just sent it to him and I'm calling him. I'm very sorry about this.
No, no, that's okay. That's okay. I'm sure it will happen. And
And one more thing, madam, very interesting.
many officials
Yes, when these
don't use a Zoom platform, the government
they
officers and
doesn't permit them. They are not
yes.
permitted because of security reasons. And the other thing, once I wanted to mention, madam, the same Indian Coast Guard. I was impressed when I went to the campus. There are so many young girls who have entered the Indian Coast Guard. So this was one thing I
Wow.
wanted to take it in my podcast and talk about the opportunity for girls in the Indian Coast Guard. And there was a
Is
very
it only in the South India
madam,
or across?
it's all across. Their headquarters is in New Delhi. The
No,
health
no.
uh,
The entry offer only girls.
no, no, all over. It is they take an examination after their graduation, like it is an engineering degree. They go into the technical field, so they take a degree and then they take an examination, a competitive examination. And in the competitive examination, they have to pass the skill test, the aptitude tests, and then they get enrolled either as a technical off on the ground, or they also go out on sea. So, for example, this Director General Donny Michael, when he was a commander, he used to be on the sea in Cochin for almost 2 to 3 months. And they were patrolling and they go to Western countries like Dubai and the Far East countries to train the officers there. Because our Indian Coast Guard is really doing very well, and they are training them in combat, in how to identify smugglers in the sea or pirates in the sea, and how to bring them back. And together with that, when these cargo vessels come with a lot of material, if you remember right, just a few weeks back, a few months back, off the coast of Mangalore, there's an Italian ship which was not supposed to be there. Similarly, there was an aircraft from the British side which suddenly landed in one of the airports. And
Yeah.
so these Coast Guard people are monitoring them. I think he's entered.
Yeah. So
So they are doing
Great.
a lot of work, and as you said, we people are unaware of that, sleeping soundly because we know our borders are being safe because of all these humans who spend sleepless nights. Of course, we in our
I totally agree with you. Uh, what is background team? Help him to
particular.
connect his video also, please. Meanwhile,
Yes,
me
ma'am.
and Kasturi are talking. See, Bharti, that is what I feel sometimes. These all, whether it is in a navy or whether it is a army or the air, because of them we are sitting so comfortably.
Very true.
So what I do, one rule in my cabin is the army people I don't charge them.
Sir, is
Same
there
thing I do,
your
madam.
video is blocked or something?
Uh,
Donnie, can you hear
Yes.
us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you also.
But we are not able to see your video. Probably you people have blocked us because
yeah,
of security.
no, maybe security reason.
Security reasons.
Their video is blocked, but his voice is very crystal clear.
Welcome.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
first of all, thank you so much, sir, for coming on a Foxy platform, taking out your time. And I'm sure this is a President Foxy, Dr. Sunita Tandulwadkar, who salute you and your services and your entire team. And we at Foxy are proud of you all and are very happy. I joined just to show the respect and how we feel honored to have you on our podcast. So I think Bharti would like to continue. We
Thank you,
15
madam.
minutes we had beautiful discussion among each other, but
Yes.
you
Thank you
continue.
very much, madam. And if Donnie can make it, I will try to invite him for the Star Presidential Conference, or
Oh,
at least
that
in
would
New
be
Delhi.
wonderful.
In New Delhi, President, in the conference, I will try to
Get
ask
him,
him to come as a
get
guest
him.
and meet you personally.
Yeah, yeah. Get him to Pune.
Yes,
You must
madam.
be having your workshop also.
Yes,
We can
madam.
have him inaugurating our workshop. We'll
Thank
do
you, madam.
something. Get
Thank you,
him.
madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank
It was
you.
nice
Thank you.
talking. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Dr. Sunita. It's very honored to be there. And sorry, the Zoom is one of the app that we've been not banned, at least told
But we are
by the higher
enjoying
headquarters
this
to
season.
restrict ourselves. But we still, I think I can express myself through
Absolutely, sir.
this app. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Absolutely. Not to worry, sir. Your voice is crystal clear and we'll enjoy the dialogue. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Right,
madam. Thank
I'll
you for your
join the
presence.
viewers link. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
right.
Bye.
So, Assistant Director General Donny Michael is here for us, but of course, because they belong to the high security zone, he will be a masked man today. But of course, his baritone voice will give us a lot of information of what the Coast Guard is, what they are doing, and what we can do to help the Coast Guard safeguard our borders. Welcome, Donny.
Thank you, Dr.
And
Bharti.
yes, Donny, we have
Good to be
introduced
here in this
you.
meeting.
Yeah, we
Yes.
introduced you and your my gallantry awards that you have received and your professional achievements have been introduced, I think, much before you joined. But just again to remind the listeners, Assistant Director General Donny Michael is in charge of the Eastern Board of the Indian Coast Guard. And as our president, Dr. Sunita, was saying, she was also saying that we don't know much about the Indian Coast Guard. I think, and she was asking me, she was quite surprised to know how did you pick up Donny and how is it you know about Coast Guard? And I was able to say a few things about Coast Guard, but I think hearing it from the horse's mouth is what all of us want now. To set the ball rolling, Donny, I know that you are the Director General of Seaboard Vishakhapatnam and you have an extensive responsibility. So I would like to ask you what, as the Director General of Coast Guard Eastern Board, do you actually do in your professional commitments?
Thank you, Dr. Bharti. Um, Actually, there is a slight confusion. It's not assistant; it's additional director general.
Additional,
We
oh, I'm sorry, additional, I know.
yeah,
I'm extremely
we
sorry.
actually follow the police ranks, and we
Yes,
have a rank structure starting from assistant commandant, deputy commandant, commandant, deputy inspector general, additional director general, and director general.
yes, additional
And
director
right,
general.
yeah, my director general actually is headquartered at New Delhi.
Okay,
I'm number two in my service. I'm
excellent,
three-star general equivalent, you can say, in the army. I'm
excellent.
actually located at Vizag. My area of responsibility starts from the Indo-Bangladesh border and extends all along the east coast and stretches to the southern point of Kanyakumari. In fact, up to the Kerala border. So I have a responsibility for the four coastal states and on Union Territory of Puducherry. The entire coastline, the east coast, actually stretches to 4,000 kilometers. And regarding 4,000 kilometers, more than 200 rivers and creeks, and almost like almost we have around 1.2 lakh fishing boats going out
Okay.
every day,
Oh my God.
and we almost have around 2,000 ships visiting our East Coast ports any time of the day. We have offshore platforms located at the Kakinada and the Krishna Godavari and the Kaveri Basin also. That means we have more than 2 to 3,000 people working offshore. That means they're located on the offshore platforms.
Oh,
If any
amazing.
cyclone or any calamity strikes, we are there to protect them. And top of it, there are, having said that, there are two borders like Indo-Bangladesh borders and Indo-Sri Lanka borders, and near India-Sri Lanka, the proximity of enter into Indian territory is just 1 hour into
One
from
hour.
the Sri Lankan border to this one because of the
Okay, okay.
distance is so close. And same also goes for the Indo-Bangladesh, where through the creeks they can enter nefarious elements into India. So we are always on guard, working 24/7. As I speak, my 12 ships, 14 ships are out at sea, and almost four aircrafts are in the air. So my general duty is to, on daily basis, assess the threat situations, and based on the threat situations and also appreciation of other angle, we deploy our assets, especially ships and aircrafts, and also ensure that nobody, gain access into India, and also when anybody is in distress, we also render assistance as much as possible.
Okay. Thank you, Additional General Director General Donny.
You
We
can
are
call it DG in short,
DG, yeah,
ADG.
DG. I think it makes it easy. So,
ADG, yeah.
DG, I think we all, the entire nation, and along with all our Foxy members, are ever grateful to the entire Coast Guard team, because while we sit at home, you people are guarding us from all sorts of not only invasions but calamities, and protecting the economic borders of our country. And you just mentioned that you have more than 1.2 lakhs fishermen out there. You have about 2,000 ships coming. So your fleet, that is an entire army of the Coast Guard just on the eastern coast, also must be humongous. So what it comprises the entire fleet of Coast Guard? And because we generally think Coast Guard, okay, it's only just going to be few ships, but you said we have aircrafts flying around now. So what comprises your fleet, and what is the personnel? What amount of personnel? You said around 3,000 and odd personnel are out there now. So what type of personnel? Where are all they placed? They're of course on the sea, in the air, on the ground. So could you elaborate the audience a little about that?
Thank you, Dr. Bharti. Yes. We should understand, like other legacy forces like Indian Army, Navy, Air Force is actually came from the British. They are
Okay.
from British Royal Army and Royal Navy and everything. Then they transitioned into Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. But Indian Coast Guard is born out of a necessity post independence in 1977. Actually,
Yes.
we celebrate Coast Guard Day on 1st February 1977.
Okay.
When, earlier we used to have a sea border. Land borders we know,
Oh
in
yeah.
the sea, where we don't have a neighbor.
Yes.
Say in Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea, the neighbors are far
Very far
removed,
off.
and there is a sea in between. So they were given a kind of a notional responsibility of guarding your coast as 3 nautical miles. It's about 5.5 kilometers. In
Okay.
this 5.5 kilometers is our responsibility. Anybody who's having a big ships, or the potential to go and harvest any fish or any other resources, they come and exploited
Okay.
our
They came into
seas.
the borders. They came into
Yes,
the within the borders.
yes. In 1982, there were discussions started from 71 to 82. For 10 years, they were discussing about United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea. What should be the actual law? Because we need a constitution for the oceans also. So
Exactly.
after having discussed for about 9 years, and they had a previous 2 years that failed miserably. So they adopted, every country will have a responsible area of called territorial sea, and also exclusive economic zone extending up to 200 nautical miles. It's about 375 kilometers.
Okay. So
So
that was
when that
extended.
area was given,
Mm.
my fisherman has a right to fish within that area,
Okay.
and he is to be given all kind of protection from other countries, navy or coast guard, and also anything that found on the seabed or on the sea will belong to India. A
Within those
constitutional
370.
amendment was made,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
and we passed on legislation saying that any oil or any other mineral resources that found within the exclusive economic zone will be the a resource of India. But
India.
we need to guard those areas.
Exactly.
Unless somebody guards, no police or army, even
True.
navy also
Very true.
can't
Very
be
true.
given these duties. Then
Yes.
that's the time they found the Coast Guard is necessary, because at that point of time there were 50 other Coast Guards all around the world, and
Okay.
India didn't have a Coast Guard.
Mm.
So they needed a law enforcement agencies where they act as like a customs agents at sea. They work as a fisheries agent at sea. They work as a police at sea. It's actually a multifarious responsibility extended to Coast Guard. And we started with 2 ships and 7 small boats. Today we have around 158 ships
Wow.
and around 19 helicopters,
Oh my God.
and we are around 40 fixed wing Dornier aircrafts. The
Okay.
Dornier aircraft we have 11 air station, exclusive air station. We can use the naval air station
Okay.
also, or any other civil air, airport also. From
Very
there,
interesting.
all aircrafts go, and they have endurance about 4 to 5 hours. They patrol entire sea, even during the night. They have a kind of
Okay.
infrared cameras to detect all this, uh, in a, in kind of challenging situation, any suspicious activities. They report to the ship down below, who are
Okay.
patrolling. As I said,
Oh,
in the
very
East
nice.
Coast alone, 14 ships are there. They go and verify whether a legitimate activity is happening or not. So
Okay.
in this
Okay.
way, on the West Coast, we are also a higher threatened area because we're bordering the
The
Pakistan.
bordering. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. In West Coast, about 16 to 18 ships are there. In East Coast, about 14 ships are there.
Okay.
And in the West, altogether, every day we patrol 50 to 55 ships and around 12 aircrafts every day.
So this patrolling takes place day and night all across the eastern coast as well as the western coast, as I
That's right.
understand, like what you say.
And also near Andaman and Nicobar Island also.
Okay, okay, fine. Around that also, fine. That is
Yes.
really amazing. And I think it is really mind-boggling to see the amount of work silently the Coast Guard is doing. And unfortunately, I think many people in our country still do not realize how much of work and how important the Indian Coast Guard is. And personally, for me, it is a very great moment to see you today as a DG, because you know that both of us share a very long relationship on the family field. And I would like to know, though I know you personally, tell me what was your career path and how you grew up and attained this expertise, and now you stand where you are as Additional Director General.
That's a very
It
good
would be nice
question.
to hear about
Yes.
it.
Yes, yeah. Actually, having born in Chennai, having a large sea and looking at sea and the boats flying around, I had
Mm.
an opportunity to, join the NCC wing, a
So
naval
it
wing.
started there. It started
Yeah,
as seeing the
yes,
sea.
absolutely.
Good.
Yes. So I was had the opportunity to represent the state of Tamil Nadu at the All India level competition at Delhi, and
Excellent.
thereafter I got a chance to go to Canada. During my college days itself, I spent there for about 4 months and came here, and I got really motivated to serve the nation around the time. But there were two choices: either Navy or the Coast Guard. And Navy is big, and at the same time, Coast Guard felt much more challenging at that time
Yes.
because unfortunately or fortunately, I was given a joy ride,
Okay.
one day in that Coast Guard ship alone because I didn't get the
Okay.
chance to embark a naval ship at that point of time. So
Okay.
I felt very, very moved and motivated. This service is actually, we also do a support role during the war, and the same time we do a policing role during peacetime. So
Exactly. So
it's
you
like a
have two roles.
peacetime, yeah, peacetime law enforcement duties. So when I joined in 1990, I was the top cadet over there. I was selected for that purpose to do a specialized course in navigation. It's a pretty elite course. We did it with the Navy. And thereafterwards, I did a special course on search and rescue from the Singapore Aviation Academy. That's for 9 weeks.
Okay.
And post that, I was served on board various ships and became a captain of the ship in the year 2000. And
Okay.
subsequently, I captained 4 or 5 ships. And as you perform well, you get noticed,
Yes.
and thereafterward you get
Exactly.
promoted. And the big
It
moment
pays you.
came when I was
Yes.
selected to join World Maritime University at Sweden,
Mm.
and
Yes.
I did my PG over there. When I came back, basically we are a law enforcement agencies. When we catch a poacher, it's not that only catching matters. We have to take them to the court and also get prosecuted, and he gets the required punishment, as
Yeah.
a deterrent. So
Exactly.
we found, the second part where at the courts, we are
Mm.
not able to successfully prosecute everybody. Though we
Okay.
caught them red-handed with all the smuggled goods and also with the arms also most of the times. I personally involved in catching gold smugglers
Mm.
in the West Coast. And we found them after some time because of the procedural lapses or lack of evidences
Evidence.
available, we're
Huh.
not able. So it prompted me to do a LLB course myself. While doing the Coast
Excellent.
Guard duties,
Yes.
I joined a LLB course at Delhi University doing the evening college. Thereafterwards, I was able to assist my organization in successfully prosecuting many uh, poachers and smugglers and others, even polluters who are
Okay.
escaping the grip of the law,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
are able to get the compensation and everything. So thank God and my family and all the well-wishers who helped me grow up in
Yes.
service, and there's no looking back.
Yeah, I think, Donny, I think this is an example of saying that hard work always pays. Sincerity will always get you in the eye of the right people, and you will always reach the right place. I think you have shown that by reaching this great height, and you have never deterred from your duty in any time. So, to safeguard the nation as well as to get the punishment for those who are bypassing the law. I think that is very, very important, because as we see in many, many instances on the ground also, we hear of people getting arrested or caught, but we don't hear of people getting punished, and the crimes are being on repeated. So you entering the legal field, like for example, even in gynecology or in medicine nowadays, many of us doctors do a diploma in medico legal law, because it makes us understand the legal implications and then perform better or provide better evidence whenever there is a litigation involved in our careers. I think that is how we can get better solutions. So now, seeing you shining so well, I would like to know, how would our aspiring youngsters, boys and girls, how could they enter the Coast Guard and make a very successful, a very patriotic career for themselves?
Yes, the basic entry level is a graduate all across the field. You can enter into the Coast Guard as a
Okay,
general duty officer, like
okay.
me. I'll
Hmm.
be posted on board a ship,
Huh.
or you can become a pilot. Okay,
So,
so
but
that's
your
the call a
basic
general duty
degree is
officer.
a graduation.
Graduation.
Need a
So
graduation.
if you want to
Okay,
become a pilot or a specialist in navigation or gunnery, we have specialization in communication, navigation, gunnery in every field.
hmm.
So there you have to study at least in 10 plus 2 physics and maths as majors.
Okay,
So we do allow people to enter Coast Guard even if you have BSc botany or zoology, anything basic
okay,
graduate,
okay. Huh.
even BA also. But
Okay.
having studied
Science.
physics and
Huh.
maths, science background
Hmm.
in 10 plus 2, that will help them to go into a vertical specialist.
Okay,
So
fine.
having said that one, there are a lot of engineers joining today,
Okay, okay,
and they can either join in a technical branch or a general duty branch. Every year we annually publish through our website called www.indiancoastguard.gov.in,
okay,
or join Indian Coast Guard. You just Google join Indian Coast Guard.
okay, okay.
It'll
Huh.
give you full details,
Huh.
eligibility, and the age is about 21 to 25 years. We have a relaxation for SC/ST candidates also, and
Okay,
thereafterwards you have to write a Coast Guard Common Admission Test.
okay.
Every
Admission
year
test.
is conducted over there.
Okay.
Once you pass that one,
Huh.
you are subjected to a selection procedures called a preliminary selection board and a final selection board, where we undertake the psychological metrics, and there are also group tasks and interview. Once you qualify, then you are subjected to full medicals. Your
Okay.
height, weight, and your obesity. Of course,
Everything.
you should
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some good physical standard, eyesight, and everything.
Yeah.
Once you're there, then we make a merit list. Depend upon the vacancy every day. Every year we release about 40 to 50 vacancies. So
Okay. Huh.
it's open to both men and women. As of now, women, we found over the years quitting very early because of motherhood and other pressures. So
Okay.
we have, a special entry for women called short service appointment, SSA.
SSC.
So
Huh.
yeah, when they enter first 8 years, they enter under a agreement. That afterward is extended to 14 years. Next two
Okay.
years up to 10 years. That afterwards 10 to 14 years. By
For,
then they reach three different ranks and
huh.
have enough service background. Now when they come out after 14 years, they are doing additional courses and they are into corporate world and they're doing extremely well, having a
Okay.
disciplined life in the earlier part of their
Exactly. Yeah. They
career
have seen. Hmm.
and thereafter. So this is a career path
Hmm.
I recommend to all that aspiring young students or the graduates. There is a good career option. who, besides the pay, is the perks is so much. I'm just giving an example now. We used to be, going from, if I had to go for a temporary duty to, Bombay or Delhi for a meeting or for some courses. Earlier days, we look for, some 1 star or 2 star
Ah,
hotel because that is my limit.
okay.
Today, every officer can afford to stay on government expenses in a 5 star.
Yeah, I
Every
think you people
officer
deserve
can.
it. I think you people deserve it. You're doing so
Yes,
much for the country.
yes, of
You
course, because
deserve
we're
it.
wasting a lot of time.
Yes,
Then we
deserve
can
it.
go, every officer, right from DG to assistant commandants, can fly and report to any other duties, any part of India, the shortest available transportation means. And these other perks, so many things, family, free housing, medical, so much things are there. So don't go by the basics, but they go by the
Exactly.
additional benefits that you accrue. And
Yes.
besides that, there's a good satisfaction. You command a ship, you are
True.
moving, a building all across on your own will and doing so many jobs 24/7. You enjoy the nature. One of our job is to protect the marine environment. We
Yeah.
actually protect the sea turtles, something called olive ridley turtles, which
Ah.
come en masse for breeding at the Orissa coast. This
Oh
time,
my.
more than almost 5 lakh hatchlings, we
Together,
ensured it
together.
actually went well. Yeah. So doing this one, I give it a lot of satisfaction, working at sea also.
It sure will. It appears so interesting that I wish I could go back and be 20 years and apply to get into the Coast Guard and serve. As you said, it is not just a job, it is something that you're serving your country, you're serving humanity. And of course, in that, you are being paid for it. Not everything is not just money, but everything your status, your perks, the discipline, and the facilities you get. I think they are truly commendable. And I think every youngster now we have got a lot of graduate youngsters, and the stereotyped job they look for, I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer, or I want to become a lawyer at the most. That's what they look at. I think this is where they need to turn to and see that there are so many promising opportunities where life can be much much better than what they think they are aspiring for. I think in that way we need to inculcate this. I think maybe go to colleges and schools and talk to these people about, because I think in many places in the rural areas they are not familiar. They know the police force, they know the railways, but they are not familiar with the Indian Coast Guard. I think maybe somewhere we as gynecologists or we as adolescent educators, we could also play a role in promoting people to enter this very, very responsible and interesting field that is the Coast Guard. And you were
That's right.
speaking to me that you have opportunities for women also. So here I have a question regarding women. Like in case a woman is in service in the short service appointment and she happens to conceive and she has a child, what are the options of maternity health care that she gets? Does
Uh,
she
uh,
given a sabbatical, or is she given a maternity health off for a few months or years?
there's a government of India policy is there.
Same policy.
Maternity,
Okay.
they get a 6 months maternity leave, and
Okay.
then also in service we have a child care leave, which
Okay.
actually is another 180 days.
Okay.
So in total, they get more than 12 months.
Hmm.
And this childcare leave can be, taken uh,
In
in
different
in
different
different phases
days.
also.
Okay. Okay.
It need not be immediately after delivery. So
Okay.
these are the things. Besides that, they have an annual leave
Hmm.
for 45 days plus the half pay leave, which goes for 30 days. So you can actually, going through my experience, I mean, I've actually having women officers serving under me and noticing them, they actually don't want to take the full leave also. Most probably, they want to come
They want
back.
to come back to work.
Absolutely. And you also for the husbands, we have leave is given
Or during
to
their wives'
paternity. It's called the
confinement.
paternity leave.
Okay.
Also for the husbands to look after the baby when the mother actually comes back or something.
Okay.
So that's not actually a problem. We have
And
a
I think,
system.
yeah, I think the
Uh,
medical expenses are also entirely covered by your Coast Guard. I
that's
think you
right.
have your own hospitals, and healthcare system is also parallel healthcare system is also there.
Absolutely. Actually, we are extended that such healthcare support by the Indian Navy. They have various hospitals or the Indian Army, where the Indian Navy hospitals are not there. We can go to Indian Army or Air Force hospital. If
Okay.
nothing is there, we can go to civil hospital where we get the full reimbursement.
Yes.
And having said that, we have our own doctors. We are almost
Okay.
120 doctors.
Hmm.
Uh, when I take the ship out, there is a doctor present and
A
medical
doctor on
assistants
board.
also on board the
Okay.
ship because anytime
Okay.
emergency happen.
Of course. Of course.
And there we also have lawyers. You said, young
Huh.
lawyers. They have a entry for lawyers also who can join the service
Okay.
and represent the Coast Guard in various courts. And also they're sent abroad to get specialization,
Hmm.
and also they can also come on board. So a lot of opportunities for women extended. As of now, little we have some little restriction because it was more male dominated.
Hmm.
Because when you come on board ship, they can't be taken. If a single women officer is there, it will be very tough for her. So we need to have
Yes.
a group of women officers joining, and we need to
Exactly.
modify our
True.
ships to
The work.
accommodate to their requirement, and they are more than eager to join the ship at when they are young. But once they deliver, they have a thing we see
Yeah, they have do
little
have some.
reluctance to
Exactly.
continue on board the ships. Yes.
Yeah. So as you said, as women, though we are career oriented, somewhere down the line we need to balance our family life to have. To be a successful person in career, we have to be successful in family life also. So I think it's fair enough that they do balance it as they please. But coming to health issues, now you said there's a doctor on board, and you people are out on sea. I know it's not always very nice just seeing the turtles everywhere and all that. There are a lot of situations where there's a lot of mental stress involved. And many of these seamen and the officers are out on sea sometimes for days, weeks, and months. And I'm sure that must be taking a toll on their mental health issues. So, do you have any instances like that where you have your personal facing mental health issues like depression, anxiety, or etc.?
Yes, because you have to understand our environment in which we work.
Mm.
Imagine you're sitting there and you're doing the same interview on board a ship. You'll be moving the left, right.
Yeah,
It'll be actually as a ship has 6 degrees of freedom. They go forward, back, sidewards, and up and down also.
up and down. Yeah.
Imagine you have to eat your food, you have to work, and at the same time sleep also. There are many
Yes.
sleepless nights I went through. And if
Ah,
you're seasick and you can't, whatever you eat, it comes out. I also
okay.
had an experience of vomiting blood, having not
Okay.
eaten for almost 2 3 minutes.
Huh.
So we need doctors in those circumstances who are very helpful in those times. At least they can take a call, they can take a decision. So stop the
Exactly.
petrol, this chap might
Yeah.
collapse. So
Yes.
we
Yes.
return, bring those,
To safety.
extreme conditioned patients back to the harbor, break the petrol, disembark them, or if we have a helicopter, we carry a helicopter on board our ships. So
Yeah.
we lift them along with the doctor to go over there.
Yeah. So that
Besides
safety is
doing
not
a
compromised. Huh.
yes, like every life is very important for us. Besides in protecting our own on board our ship, because
Yes.
we get conditioned over the years,
True.
we know the condition is like this, we overcome because that's why our selection process is very hard. You can't just
Okay.
enter. You are put through
Yeah.
various layers of filter where
Yes.
you are tested.
Your
Whether
grit,
you
your
are
grit, your
capable or you compromise
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah,
So
because it's a
those
very important job that you're being selected for. So they have to
absolutely.
test you till your bones, no? Your mental.
The fishing boats, when
Huh.
they go, it's one of the worst condition. They get into accidents, they cut their hand, they
Okay.
get into so much injury. We had so many instances of fishermen having a heart attack, cardiac
Oh,
arrest at
oh,
the sea where
out
they
in the
don't get
sea.
any help.
Out in the
So
sea. Huh.
so we go as a guardian with our
Okay.
helicopters, with our doctors sent on board
Excellent.
those ships. They revived several patients. They have, took the what are amputated hands, they've taken them and brought them. So
Okay.
every day, so many actions are happening at sea.
So what I would like to ask you here, there was, I can hear from you, I can see the way you have risen to the ranks of Director General. There must be a lot of interesting cases and not stories, I would say, real-time stories, real-time cases and instances in your career in the past 30, you said 1990. So there's almost 35 years. So could you just give us a few interesting episodes which was really challenging for you and you were happy at what you did at the end of the day?
So there are many incidences.
I know, sure.
The earliest incidences is just, imagine you just joined service and the first sortie you go
Mm.
and we are lost totally.
Oh
And
my
that
God.
instance, yes, we found, we are given information that one boat is carrying some contraband,
Mm.
and if you catch it, there is a kind of uh, reward
Reward
you get.
system, huh? Yeah,
Yeah, that's
reward.
right.
Huh. Yeah.
So, everybody are on high alert, and
Okay.
and after 3.5 days, we actually it was me who spotted that vessel first, and
Okay.
after we went after them. After a long chase, we actually found there's not gold. Actually, we found almost um, is around 300 silver bars. Each one
Okay.
is about that. It's about 1,200 kgs of silvers
Oh
are
my
there.
God. Oh my God. Huh.
And once we caught them and we brought them back, you know, in a small ship, you get those days, those boats used to carry satellite phones, and we didn't have
Okay.
the Coast Guard.
Okay.
Suddenly, when you're catching them, and the phone is ringing.
Uh,
So we actually don't know because we caught all the smugglers. And
yeah.
one of the, somebody called up,
Huh.
and one of the sailor or officer picked up, and it's actually the phone actually came from none other than David himself,
Oh my God.
threatening. Some imagine we didn't know who is David only was. We
Yeah.
say shut up, cut it off, and we snapped the phone itself. So we are
Okay.
so daring. It's just better not to know those
Because you
historical
don't know
things
the
back
devil.
then.
No, you have not seen the devil. So it's easy to fight when
Absolutely,
you don't see the devil.
absolutely. So it started like that, and my uh, very important incident which happened was off Cochin, where one of the boat which is carrying to a pilot. The pilot is the one who goes on board a big merchant ships to bring the ship inside. A
Okay.
heavy squall and also a mini cyclone type situation occurred off Cochin,
Okay.
and this boat and smashed against the bigger ship, and there are almost 12 chaps were floating in the water.
Oh my God.
It happened around 9:30, and we were told to go out. All the
Okay.
ships, in normal circumstances, no ship could go out because it's a very narrow channel,
So,
huge waves coming inside, and there are so much dangers around.
huh.
But still, we went out, and about 8 hours, we picked all 12 survivors at sea, picked out, picking
Excellent.
up
Excellent.
live, it
Right.
actually gives you a lot of
Lot of
happiness and
yes, yes.
satisfaction.
That's something
Absolutely.
that will you cannot measure the
No, like,
satisfaction.
it was easy for me, after I picked up eight, we are all so tired. We couldn't stand. I was hurt myself. I
Hmm.
couldn't eat. And,
Okay.
I had some little bleeding in my head also. So, notwithstanding all this pain, but that enthusiasm of the 12th man, we actually had to take this call.
Yeah.
But we said, no, I took that call. No, we'll wait for the
We'll
12th man
wait.
and take everybody. And we took
Wonderful.
that chap, and every family was waiting there on the shore to, receive them. That is a
Yes.
beautiful
Wonderful.
experience.
Exactly.
And
And
finally, I got a gallantry award when our
uh,
ship was burning in
okay.
of Mumbai in 2012, where the containers, having dangerous chemicals, everything were exploding. This
Oh my God.
happened outside the Mumbai harbor. So somebody
Okay.
has to take a call to go and rescue this person.
To get
So
inside.
I
Huh.
rescued around 15 persons in that very tough conditions, where I had to put out the fire also and serve the ship also. So the Coast
Okay.
Guard was rewarded for
Oh,
saving that ship also, not only for saving the lives. And we
wow.
also
Excellent.
removed that ship. Otherwise, the ship would have been
Blast. It
at
would
the
blast.
entrance of the channel. We would have
Huh.
closed the Mumbai port itself.
Okay. Okay.
So a triple benefit operation, and as a result of it, my services recognized my role,
Recognized.
and they gave me this award.
Excellent. Excellent. Congratulations again, Donnie, for that. And I say what the stories you're telling us, I am imagining it like one of these movies we see, no? The Hollywood movies where they show us the ships and all that thing. But you
Yes,
have done it as a real life hero and getting in there, risking your lives. and bringing out people and saving lives. I think that is commendable, and no words can express what work you people are doing. Because we also know, somebody speaking, as medical professionals, when we save somebody's life, whether they're in the ICU or they're in an accident or they've had a delivery and they're bleeding, the only thought is to save them. We are not bothered
Yes.
about food, the tiredness, what's happening to us. And the once we have saved that life, when we come out, that amount of satisfaction which we get, it just cannot. And the guardships
Yes. Actually, we celebrate the Coast Guard Day on the 1st February every year.
every year.
So we already, actually, this year we completed the 48th year of our racing. In
Okay,
2027, we'll be celebrating the Golden Jubilee year. Having
excellent.
said that, uh, you know, around the Coast Guard Day, we celebrate a Coast Guard week or a Coast Guard month. In
Okay,
that, various other activities are undertaken, and one of the activities involve a familiarization visit to the facilitated to the college students and the schools also.
oh,
They
nice.
do come. And on a, as a special gesture,
Mm.
um, uh, about a day at sea, we take the general public,
Okay,
into the sea. We will take them for 4 or 5 hours, and also helicopter come. They also do what all, we actually demonstrate what kind of actions we do at
wow.
sea and everything.
Oh my.
So
When is this?
women,
During the
mothers,
same time?
yes, yes, daytime. So we take them and we expose them, to the guns and other systems on board. There's also boats there. We actually demonstrate every other capabilities. And when they come back, I seen, I interviewed certain young officers who just joined. They said, "Sir, do you remember? I came on board and
Oh,
motivated
nice.
me to join like that now."
Excellent.
So I
Excellent.
know, the people in hinterland, that means who are not part of the coast, are
Mm.
don't know about the Coast Guard and also the opportunities available to know
Yes.
about the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
But having said, these kind of opportunities available to the city centers in Coast Guard. Now Coast Guard is spread around almost 60 different locations all around the coast.
Excellent.
At every 100 kilometers, or and say for example in the state of where you Karnataka, we have a station at Kavar. North is Goa, then we have in Mangalore, then south we are in Kasargod. We have like that
So
extending
every
every
100, almost every 100 kilometers, you have a station.
so every station has some form of a boat or a ship.
Excellent.
So when you request, it's having take my name.
Mm.
ADG Donny Michael told me to, at least they will actually honor them to,
Yes.
play, as such, I'm telling you, any public coming and asking
They will
if they
help
are
you.
busy, if you are busy, like, most of the ships are away.
Mm.
And that time you're asking me, can I go somewhere?
Ah,
Sometimes it's not possible because ship is
exactly.
not there. They're out
I
at sea.
know. I know.
They
Yeah.
do come back when they are
Yeah.
repair or they are undertaking some routine work. They have some time at harbor. Those are the times you can come and just visit the ship.
Yeah, that is
So,
so inviting and so hospitable. It shows that anybody can, whoever the listeners are there, if you would like to go and visit the Coast Guard, of course, you can always take the name of additional DG Dory Michael. Otherwise, even the other Coast Guard people who are in that particular station, I'm sure will welcome you with open arms and help you out with whatever you want. So I
that's
think
true.
that's excellent. And to make a last question, I would say, yes, Donny, you people are stressed out with a lot of operative work and offshore and onshore activities. So, how do you people de stress?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, actually,
Yes,
mostly we worry about our family.
yes,
Once out at sea, actually the stress come on the mothers,
yes.
especially about the children and everything. But you should understand the culture of the service where we support each other.
Okay.
Once a system is so strong. I know yesterday I just went to Hyderabad to attend a wedding
Mm.
of service officer's daughter. The officer
Okay.
is no more, and he
Okay.
died at
Ah,
sea
so
due
sad.
to cardiac arrest.
Fortunate.
But that girl was only
Very
7
proud.
when she lost her father,
Ah,
and we as a community, like,
okay.
that we went to attend a wedding saying that she has more than 30 fathers who are
That's so
representing as a
nice.
father figure. to, ensure that she had the
Excellent
best
gesture.
wedding as possible. That's kind
Right.
of thing. So here we have people who at shore
Mm.
who ensures that they don't face any difficulties when the husbands are sailing
Far
away.
away.
So we are at sea. At the same time, when we come back, we are ensured of the good medical facilities. We have a lot of recreation. Where I'm staying, I have a theater
Mm.
where free of cost anytime, every day, whatever movie they want, they can go over there. Then we have a kind of messes where we
Okay.
have kind of clubs over there where so many activities are happening every day. As I speak today, they're going to have a Diwali Mela.
I know.
So
Okay.
every day, so many things are happening.
Nice.
So we don't,
Miss. Yeah, you
feel
don't
so
miss the
much
fun
of
also.
difficulties. Yes,
Right.
and everybody is there for everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's how we take the service forward. And we also, it's not that, I have to look after my own son or daughter, something like that. We also look after our neighbors
Others.
or anybody else's also.
Yeah.
So we ensure their safety also. And that's how we as a team help each others and grow as a strong, united organization.
Yeah.
And this actually you can see in many other areas also. And that's how, sometimes joining a service is not only, you growing up individually in your career, but it can also ensure your family
True. True. Very
grows
true.
very nice in a safe
Yeah.
environment. And whoever I can say, vouch for you, they all become very
Yes.
acclaimed professionals in their own
Very.
field. Many
Yeah. Yes.
IITians,
Mm.
very doctors. Besides that, other specialists, they have been grown from the system, from the Coast Guard, started as a basic normal student, and ended up in big in their careers also. So
Yes.
indirectly, we help them grow as a person also, and at the same time, we help our nation grow also.
True, true. So, Dr. DJ Donny Michael, I think you are personified the all factors of a true citizen of India, and it gives me immense pleasure to have had you with us over here. Though you're masked at the moment to all of us, but I would definitely see that your photos are seen by many others, and you, as your Coast Guard theme says, Vayam Rakshasma, that is, we protect. We know that you not only protect the sea, the citizens, but also you are protecting the families of all those associated with you, and the oneness and the fraternity hood which you are having in the Coast Guard, I think, should stimulate many, many of our youngsters to enter the Coast Guard and become excellent citizens like you are one today. Thank you very much for your time, and we are indeed honored to have you over here with us. A last word which you would like to say to the listeners.
First of all, thank you so much, Dr. Bharti.
Thank you.
I know you are part of a family, but I have
Yes.
immense honor and appreciate the work you're doing. I know, you must be having many other doctors who are hearing now my version of my career. I also actually wanted to hear your side of the stories also, what you do in your, maybe if I get some
Yes,
chance, I'll
we
also
could.
join in as a listener sometime.
Yes,
At the
please. We
same
will share
time,
it. I will share
at
you the
same
links.
that's true. And actually, first of all, I want to thank you and also your boss from Pune,
Mm.
where she spoke
Dr.
excellently
Sunita.
about me. Yeah,
Yes.
Dr. Sunita. And also, I just want to thank every listener who are patiently hearing. I wish I know that video could have come, but to understand, in
We
these
can
kind
understand
of
the security
circumstances,
reasons.
there
Yes,
are many intruders who want to do
I
other
know.
kind of
True.
things. So kindly bear with me.
No,
Surely
no,
I'll
no,
come
no.
again
This is a
in
national
definitely.
security issue, and we all need to respect that because we can be safe only if you follow what regulations are to be followed.
Absolutely. And thank you so much. And, God bless and happy
Thank you.
Diwali to everyone. Thanks.
Happy Deepavali, Donny, and please thank you, everybody, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.